So in this video, we're going to be talking about the moon in Taurus in the 10th house natally. So if you have displacement, then this is the right video for you. Generally speaking, what the moon shows us in a chart is it shows what we use as a resource and able to stabilize ourselves. And as well, it indicates what gives us emotional security in our charts and emotional fulfillment. It also rules our home life, and it rules the mother figure, especially, and how we feel nurtured, and what fulfills us emotionally in relationships as well. So if somebody is unfulfilled in terms of their moon in a relationship, then what this will indicate is feeling like your cup isn't being filled. So feeling like you're not being fulfilled, and it could be on an emotional level though. So maybe you like the person, you value them, which would be indicated by Venus, or it could be somebody that you get along with on a surface level, but on an emotional level, you're left feeling unfulfilled if the moon is poorly aspected. Maybe they don't understand your emotions. So with that being said, the moon in this case is in Taurus. So this indicates that what gives you emotional security is resources and having the ability to do what you value, because the sign of Taurus rules wealth, it rules resources, money, values, and possessions. So generally speaking, you're quite attached to your possessions, and you like to be left alone when it comes to your preferences. Like, you don't like people to bother you or tell you to do something that you don't like, or to try a food that you dislike, or to try an experience that you don't think that you'll enjoy. Like, you're somebody that's very particular, and you're like stubborn a little bit, because Taurus is a fixed sign and it's an earth sign. So fixed signs, they're about being constant, and earth signs, they are quite constant as well, but they are stubborn as well. So definitely you're somebody that doesn't like when people try to like push you out of what you're comfortable with, or out of your comfort zone. Now as well, your emotions are tied to your reputation, because you have the moon in the 10th house. And so you're very attached to your resources also, because you associate your resources to your reputation and to your success in a general sense. The natural sign that has the 10th house in Taurus is Leo. Leo is the sign of being validated and being seen and entertaining others. So when I think of the moon in the 10th house in Taurus, I think of somebody that is highly resourceful about not only their possessions, but also about their reputation and the emotions of others, and how others will feel about them. And as I said in my Taurus moon general video, people that have the moon in Taurus, they are quite resourceful, and they turn any area of life that the moon is in into like a resource. In your case, it's in the 10th house, which is about interactions with the public, and it's about your position in life, your career to a certain extent, and your clout. So like how many followers that you have, or how known you are. So in a general sense, you are somebody that leverages those kind of things, and you use it to accomplish your goals, or perhaps to create more wealth. So I think of somebody that's, for example, often on social media and updating their following about what they're doing or what's going on new in their life, or always showing off some new possession that they have as a means to inspire others maybe. But it could also be a negative meaning behind it. But generally speaking, all it is is it's a way of you maintaining your sense of emotional security, which is to keep people updated on your reputation, and also to present yourself in a favorable light, because you realize that is the best way to accomplish your objectives, is if you are conscious and calculated about how it is that you come across to others in terms of your credibility, your success, or your public image. And generally speaking, you do a good job of it because the moon is exalted in Taurus. So you have an exalted planet in your 10th house, therefore bestowing you, for the most part, with a favorable reputation. Given that if there aren't any other planets that are negatively aspecting your 10th house or your moon, or maybe if you had like a malefic planet in your 10th house, maybe it would show a different meaning. But this is a positive aspect of your reputation. And you also may be generous with your wealth, and you like to give publicly to other people. And that's because the moon in Taurus shows somebody that's emotionally content, but also is content with their financial situation, no matter what level that they're at. They just have the intrinsic wealth that comes with Taurus. So often people will rely on you for advice or even for help financially. And you like to play that role because your moon is in the 10th house, which is about taking care of the emotions of others. But you only like to do it if it's going to serve the greater good. So especially if a group of people will benefit from your actions or from your generosity, you're somebody that likes to participate in that action, especially if it will help your reputation in some way. Anyways, I feel like I covered most of what I wanted to for this placement. And in general, to sum it up, we can sum up this placement as somebody that is resourceful about their public image and how they come across, and somebody that uses their reputation, the 10th house, as a resource, Taurus, in order to stabilize themselves and maintain their life and their livelihood. And you're just creative about those things because the moon shows us creative interests, and it shows intuitive abilities or creative capacity to a certain extent because it's a water house ruler, or a water sign ruler, because it rules Cancer. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, or you saw yourself in any way in this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel to support it. And for natal chart inquiries or questions, check the link in the description to check out my Patreon, where I post content on there from time to time. But more importantly, I do a free natal chart reading for each one of my Patreon subscribers. It is private, of course, and only sent to you. So if that interests you, definitely check that out. And other than that, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.